What's up guys, it's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity build a video. Today we're going to talk about the update and the changes that came along with it, and then I'm going to rant about it. But at first I want to tell you exactly what changed, okay? And then I'm just going to go off. So the first thing that they did was they added in this city album here. Now notice how I'm not actually on the game, I'm just in my gallery. That's because my game keeps crashing. Now, I know a lot of you guys, and I'm not on iOS, but a lot of you guys who are on iOS are experiencing this. A lot of you guys are reporting that you're unable to play on Wi-Fi or vice versa. You're unable to play on mobile data. That is not anything new. It's been happening for quite some time. It'll probably be corrected in the next update, and then it'll screw up again in the following update. It seems to be a common problem. Now, I do have some ways that you can try to fix that, but check my technical difficulties playlist. Okay, so the first change that they made was the city album. So this particular feature doesn't work properly. It gives you credit for some stuff, but not for other stuff that you have in your inventory or you have placed on your map, so you have to like pick it up and drop it back down. The stuff in the blue doesn't give you anything. The only stuff that has a prize is the stuff in the yellow, and it's pretty chump change, okay? It's like, why are you even bothering kind of stuff. I know why they did this, but I'm going to get to that after I tell you all the changes. Okay, the next change is the most annoying of them all. The button layout on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. This was obviously designed by Ding Dong, or another Ding Dong up there, and clearly this person does not play the game, because if they did, they would know that they just buried the three most commonly used buttons on the screen. They could make one of two changes: either fix the layout themselves or have the layout be customizable, which I'm actually for that second option. That way everybody can have their buttons in the layout that they want. Now, this might be a long shot with them, company like them, because they don't care about their customers. They only care about themselves. And they're not going to do anything that is for the customers at all. That's what they've proven. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if they said, well, if you want to change your button layout, you need to pay a simscash. Like, they're that ridiculous. It's gotten to the point of re-fucking-diculous, okay? This is the most annoying change in the update. In fact, it's made an enormous amount of the people who were, one click away from uninstalling the game, just uninstall it. They were just one annoying thing away from being done, and this one pushed people over the edge. People are not happy about this. If you are happy about this, put it in the comments section down below. If you're not happy about it, put it in the comments section. One thing that you guys will notice is that if you really want to change, if you really want to see SimCity back and making a difference, you guys got to speak up. You have to go to their Instagram, their Twitter, their Facebook, and you have to speak up, okay? If you don't, then, you really don't have a right to complain. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a voice we all have to be a voice for the game, because we're the ones playing it. They're not. They're just getting paid for us to play it. So, speak up, okay? Alright, the next change is not on my screen, but I'm going to tell you what it is, if you don't already know what it is. The refresh, when you refresh building requirements, when you refresh, like repairs for VU or whatever, there is no longer a video ad button for that. And no, it's not because you did an in-game purchase. That only applies to factory ads, and that only happens sometimes. This is immediate. It's not after you watch so many ads. It's not when an ad is available. It is all the time. Now, some players have gotten lucky, and for whatever reason, they were updated, and it didn't apply to them. I've got somebody in my groups, and their feeder still has ads, but nobody else does, myself included. So, yeah, that sucks. That really sucks, because now you have to wait the full 30 minutes, or you have to pay simscash. Now, who do you think that they had in mind when they made that change? You or them? Do you think they thought of that? Because they had to specifically change that. They had to actually go in and say, all right, we're going to remove this feature. That's what they had to do. Now, when they decided that that would be a good idea, who do you think they had in mind? You guys? You think that they thought, wow, you know, this will really make them happy. They'll really love this. No, they had themselves in mind. How can we get the people to spend more SimsCash so they spend more real money? The only difference is, every other company in the world that I've ever seen, they know how to get people to spend money, okay? It's called pleasing their customers. It's called giving them something they want to spend money on. It's called giving them positive updates to where they're willing to spend the money on the other little annoying things in the game because they know that positive changes are coming. But SimCity, for whatever reason, seems to think that the best way to get people to spend money is to put themselves first and to make sure that all the changes that they put out are in their best interest, not in your best interest. When they chose this button layout, who the fuck was thinking that that was a good button layout? Clearly, they were not playing the game. Clearly. Okay, there's no way possible that they play this game on a regular basis and they thought that that is what was important to put on the main screen. The first button you see here is the drop-down button. This gives you access to the main 3 buttons you're going to be using at all times. You cannot leave this expanded because the moment that you click on anything, it drops back down. It is aggravating as fuck, okay? The second button is the new city menu we were just on. Yeah, who fucking cares? Woohoo! At least we have that as our first button. The third button on the bottom left-hand corner is the Friends button. A friends list that almost never works, okay? Okay, that one should be up there on the main screen. It has been for years. The third button is the city journal with the book with the check mark. This you almost never click on once you're past level 25, 30, okay? Even if you do, they have clip trays all over your map where you can access them, and they also have a city journal building you can click on. That is one of the most useless buttons on this entire menu, okay? The street sign takes you to your regional map, and the diamond takes you to the design challenge screen. Now, how often do you use, what is the most used button on this? The friends, and probably the street sign for the people that are high level, and then the design challenge. The other 2 you could do without, okay? You could even do without some of these other ones. Now, what are the most used? Wow. These 3 right here. The rank for the contest of mayors allows you to click on it at any, location on your screen. You could be completely on the other side of your map, and you can see if your assignment is completed. It also allows you to click on it, and you can collect your rewards or whatever. So that was actually a good feature. You got positive feedback for that because it was a positive change. Now, the second button along the bottom is your chat button. This alerts you when people in your chat give you a message. Kind of important, right? Well, that's now buried all the damn time. All the time. Then you have your war button. This tells you how many war attacks you have available to launch. When you click on it, it tells you how many hours you have until the prep phase or until it's over. It also tells you which cards you have available to launch if you click on the little eye. But what you'll notice is now that the update has been here, the moment that you click on the star, it immediately travels you to the war screen. You no longer have access to see the time remaining in the war. You actually have to travel to the war screen, then click on the war star at the bottom left screen, and then you can see the timer. Yeah. So, what the hell was the positive change in hiding the 3 most used buttons in this layout? There's two ways you can fix this. Simply get rid of some of the buttons along the top and only put what's, actually needed up there. Or, my favorite, actually make it customizable for each player. So they can customize their own layout. And they can put all this junk that they don't want to see on the bottom portion of the menu. Either way, fix it. You really need to fix it, because I'm telling you guys, you are losing a lot of people, and a lot of people, the only reason that, the few that haven't quit is they're hoping that you fix it. They're hoping that, you realize you fucked up and you fix it. That's where a lot of players are at right now. They've either quit or they're going to quit if this doesn't get fixed. You might think that it's such a minute thing, but when you play the game all day, this is probably one of the most aggravating things that you've done in all of your updates. This and taking away, adding in the streaks and adding in the milestones. You should have just left the contest to mayors the way it was originally. No streaks, no milestones, no drama. Just left it the way that it was. But every time you guys fuck with shit, it just gets worse. Every time. Obviously, the people who are up top, who have the ideas for this game, obviously, they need to be fired. Like, straight up, they do. Like, their ideas are bad, and, I'm an honest person. I really am. In fact, I'm too damn honest. I'm brutally honest. If you guys put out a positive update, I would give you positive feedback. I don't like to bash on you guys, man. I just call it how it is. Your shit sucks. Your updates suck. And if you would listen to me, if you guys would give me 1 month and listen to me, I would have you guys, this whole fucking game would be a 100% turnaround. People would be happy. People would come back and want to play. But you're too stupid. You're too stupid. You do shit like this. This is where your priority lies. If you want to make money, you have to give people a product they want to pay for. Okay? You can't... I think that there's a fine line between giving the people what they want and also getting what you want. Now, when it comes to like a YouTube channel, a lot of people will comment and they'll be rude and they'll say, I'm not here for this. I'm not here for that. I'm here to watch your videos about this. Being a total Karen, right? And although that is true, that you should make content that your audience wants to see, you also need to make content that you enjoy making. Same concept goes along with making a game, okay? You're not the ones playing it. So if you're going to make this game for obviously the people, right? And you want them to pay for your simscash, and you want them to pay for these buildings and these offers and whatnot. And I realize that, when you're sitting up top in a billion-dollar company and you've got thousands upon thousands of people buying premium passes, it probably doesn't look like it's, an epic fail on your end when you still get paid for your war bundles and whatnot. Because maybe you're not seeing how much money you're actually losing out on, because it's not an actual loss yet, because you haven't actually gained it yet. But if you could see how much more people would pay versus what they're paying now, I think you would realize how bad you're doing. You're actually doing, okay? People don't just make shit up when they say, I'm done playing, I'm done spending money. You're forcing people to quit. Like, you're basically making it to where people are quitting or hacking. One of the two, and I don't blame either one. Why would somebody want to bankrupt themselves for a game when they could just hack it? If it's going to be this unenjoyable. If it's going to be where you have to pay to play like this. Now, down in the comments section, I want to know what you think about this update. Are you happy with it? Are you unhappy with it? If you are unhappy with it, what about it are you unhappy with? What changes would you like to see? Are you done with SimCity? Are you about done with SimCity? Like, I want your guys' full opinion on, what you think. Now, I've been reading a lot of your comments on their social media. And honestly, that's the only way I can think of that stuff is going to change, is if you guys speak up. If you don't speak up, it's not going to get better. It will not get better. It'll only get worse. I don't even know if there's any hope of it getting better. I like to believe that it is. You know, this game has been a huge part of my life for the past 8 years. Obviously, I loved the game at some point to put the kind of money and time into it that I have and to build my channel based around it. But it really sucks to watch a game that has a lot of potential just die. It does. Now, I tried being nice to, like, you know, EA, and I tried being cool with them, and just, when I first built my channel, just putting out videos to help players. That was my only goal. I got banned and shunned in every direction that I went when I tried to advertise my content. And then I just said, fine, fuck you guys. You know, this war didn't start with me, it started with you guys. Okay? And I'm speaking to EA when I say that. So, you know, all I've tried to do is help the players and help you guys. I realize you guys want to make money, but this is not the way to do it. Okay? It's really not. In the last couple of years, I haven't even seen anything worth spending SimsCash on. I really haven't. I mean, think about it like this, okay? A lot of you guys are in a position, a lot of you guys who follow my channel are in a position where you have a lot of SimsCash now, right? Because you know how to play. A lot of you guys who have been playing for years have a lot of SimsCash because you've learned from your mistakes. You've had enough time to correct them and buy the things that you need. So for a lot of you guys, you have pretty much all the stuff that you really would want or need. The issue is that nothing new is coming out. No new exciting changes, nothing to keep you, you know, intrigued. Updates are something that you should be excited for, not dread. Lately, every time they put out an update, I dread it. A lot of you guys dread it. You're like, oh God, what are they going to fuck up this time? You know? And it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to sit here and go, sweet, I can't wait till the next update. I can't wait to see what comes in. You know, what changes are they going to make? Blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. Not even by a long shot. When was the last time we had new stock items put in that weren't just ridiculously overpriced and hideous? You know, like $100 trees that are ugly as hell that you can barely see. Ridiculous. Even Smith can't afford your damn trees. Why? Because he doesn't even understand how to play your damn game. Mr. Guessing I'm Back? That was the last video he put out to subliminally talk shit to me. That was his only video that he's put out in how long? Even he doesn't want to play the damn game because he knows it's miserable. I mean, come on, dude. When your EA game changers don't even want to play your game, it's pretty fucking bad. I mean, dude. Samantha and Build It with Smith don't even want to play your damn game. Y'all got a problem. Maybe it's time you start thinking about some changes. Positive ones. I don't know what more to say to these people to make them figure it out. But, man, if you don't listen to me, and obviously you don't, listen to everybody else. All those people on your social medias that are telling you how they feel. Fix the damn button layout today. Not next update. I mean, at least next update would be something. But today, it really, like, it needs fixed, you know? And you might actually get some people saying thank you. You know what I mean? Because this was a big fuck up. It really was. It wasn't just a little fuck up. This was a big fuck up. This would be like if, you know, a gun game just made something that was super, you know, something that had to be super accessible was, like, impossible to access. Like, it's that bad, you guys. This is bad. I don't know what you were thinking. I really don't. All right, go to their social media, tell them how you feel, put it down in the comments section. If you have any questions about anything unrelated to this, you can hit me up on Facebook. Lately, my involvement with this game hasn't been much. I haven't been playing a whole lot because because of this. It's just gotten terrible. But because my channel is based around this game, and because so many of you guys depend on my videos for, help, I have kept making them to give you the guidance that you need when these changes are made. I'm not just going to abandon the player base, or the fan base that, I have following me just because their game sucks. So as long as you're playing the game and you still want videos, then I'll still put them out. Okay, whether I'm playing the game or not. Right now I am still technically playing the game. It's just not very much. Not near as much as I was before, and I'm not as involved in building my group and making it, super elite like we were before. We were looking for top end players, and I was able to say, hey, you gotta hold yourself to this high of a standard to be here. I can't even do that with my players because I can't imagine telling somebody that they have to put forth an enormous amount of effort to a game like this. So if you're interested in joining our group, you do have to be active. You don't just come here, park your dead city. Watch the group rules video, watch the new members video. And if you want to join in our group, hit me up on my MissyAnne Facebook account and send me your city stats, and I'll see if I can get you in, okay?